What's up, everybody, and welcome to ESO Daily. I am your host, Mystic Raven. All right, guys, so I'm going to be doing my daily vet on my Sork tank today. Hopefully, I have better results today than I did yesterday, but I did think it was funny, actually, that how many niches could kill me? Okay, whatever. All right, so today's episode, I want to talk about a very serious thing for certain content creators. Okay, so basically, there's been some content cycling around many YouTubers that are releasing, coverage on the Warden and Imperial Prison. Let me just pick these up real quick. Wayrest Sewers. I think that's one. Okay. Pretty easy. All right. So, anyways, as it's been going, and I'm going to talk about this, certain players, certain content creators were given permission by ZeniMax directly to cover the Warden. Okay, so I don't want any content creator thinking, like a lot of players thinking they can cover it when they were unaware of it. All right, so I personally got a hold of ZeniMax in an email, and they said, we're aware, we did give permission to some players, just continue to abide by the NDA. I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that whatsoever. If they're going to, it's PR, guys. It's basically marketing, because a lot of these players have high-end subscribers, and they're trying to promote what, the Warden can do. So a lot of content creators are going to try to play around with it and give it to you guys as best as they can. And that's fine. I'm cool with that. I have no problem with it. There's nothing, whatever. But I want to warn the players who were unaware of this, do not, just because you start seeing these cycling on certain people's content, don't start creating content. Because I don't want to see players banned unnecessarily. And I think Zaw should have stipulated that more directly. Done like a live feed and, just said directly, hey guys, we are permitting, if you have any questions or if you're interested, have submissions or something along those lines. And I'm not going to go ahead and, get mad about anything. To me, it's pointless anyways. Because at the end of the day, when this content's released, I'll come out with builds that people didn't think of. That's what I do. Plain and simple. So, and other players are going to come out with their other builds. So, for each of our viewers and for what's going on, it is what it is. So, I just want to warn anybody who's YouTubing, is on the PTS, unless you've gotten specific, a very, much, the right to do so from ZeniMax, don't risk your account. Do not risk getting banned on it. I don't want to see players banned because they thought they could cover it and they were unaware that, oh yeah, the NDA is still in effect. ZeniMax, you should have gave some kind of note, like heads up on that, because I do agree players who are not listening to the NDA do deserve to be banned. I agree with that. I agree that you have every right to handpick content creators to cover, this type of content. I'm cool with that too. But you should be specifying so players don't become banned when they didn't know. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So heads up, guys. Do not risk your YouTube, your account, your ESO account, and potentially your channel in getting banned like that. White Gold Tower. Is that the daily? I think it's the daily. It's fine. That's yesterday. Wait, no. Is it? I think I did White Gold Saturday. I thought it was Saturday. Should be Mass or something. I don't know what I'm getting either, guys, by the way. And this is another thing, too. I really wish there would kind of be suggested CP on certain. And it is. I'll try it regardless of the CP level. 179 healer. Yeah. And of course, we already had one person drop. It's whatever. If I have a full drop on here, I'll be so upset. But anyways, yeah. So let's see what happens. 1 second, guys. All right. So we got somebody. We got a replacement. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That healer.
We've had our differences, but when have you ever known me to be wrong?
Yes. Yes, I suppose that's true. A few more moments.
Oh no. We got major problems.
You just been outside.
Okay.
No, no, no.
I'll just let them know.
No, I'm not taking you outside. No.
And I'll be honest with them. You know, I'm not trying to down anybody or anything. Oh my god. I'm just gonna be honest. It's not gonna fly. You know, and you know, I honestly think this is why ZeniMax should put recommended, not required. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not suggesting they should make it a requirement that you have a certain CP to do vet content. Okay? It's about practicality. And when you have players who are understated and everything, those little percentages make a difference through getting through some content. You can do it under that, but everybody has to kind of know it back and forth, like by the back of their hand. And I always suggest to other players, don't rush content, man. You don't need to rush content. You know, I get you're a low CP, you're a little overzealous, you want to get in there, you want to go ahead, get the content, but don't rush it, right? It's not going anywhere, guys. It really isn't. You can do normal content, get a lot of the gear that you're looking for. Now, if you're looking for monster sets, I get it. But a lot of people aren't even using Kina anymore. And if you're really needing Kina that bad, just wait until the golden comes out, pick up, you know, a headpiece of Kina, and get it that way, if that's what it is. I don't have a problem trying it with players. The problem of it is the rate of success drops. And to me, it's not necessarily, I'm not trying to snub players. I don't want people to think that. I don't want people thinking that, you know, I'm this over elitist. I was, but I'm not now. Because to me, I don't care whether or not they're CP 600. I've rolled in with, you know, I'm only 350 on this platform. And I didn't start these vets until around 300. So I kept in, you know, a certain parameter of, you know, what I can and what I couldn't, you know, bring to the group. Now, does that mean, you know, and I know the dungeon. I even know it. But, you know, I didn't want to be a burden on my team, be a burden to the group. So that, to me, is like, okay, you know, you pay your dues. You know, it is what it is. So, I'm getting a weird phone call. I'll just decline this for now. But, anyways, guys, I definitely want players to kind of go through this and understand that when certain players bow out, there's one thing of trash talking players, and I don't promote that. I don't promote, you know, somebody trash talking other individuals just because they're not up to your standard. But at the same time, practicality does, you know, it makes, you know, being realistic and being practical does matter. So a lot of players don't want to waste 40 minutes to an hour, you know, knowing that most likely they're not going to get through the content. All right, guys? And that can be frustrating. You know, time is valuable, even in a game. So, you know, when people go in, it's not necessarily like they're wanting. Challenges are good, but like I said, I mean, just be a little practical, be a little, you know, whatever when it comes to, you know, getting this type of, you know, content done. And this is another thing that you know, it's going on. So now I have 5 minutes of downtime because I didn't even touch content. And I get it, so players weren't cherry picking. So, you know, the time restriction is what it is. But the way I look at it, if you never engaged, you should have a window. So if you knew that dungeon wasn't going to fly and you bow out before you even touch a mob, this timer shouldn't take effect. I honestly think this timer, the Q timer lockout should, you know, begin when you engage in combat. Honestly, you know, because all you're doing is taking the people who get like groups that can't do it. They know they can't do it. The way that's set up, and a lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, it's skills. Well, yeah, but you're saying that extra 10% in your DPS doesn't matter? You're saying that extra 10% towards mitigation isn't effective? Are you saying that extra 12% towards your healing isn't effective? Doesn't matter? You know, whatever, guys. You know, it is what it is. You know, skill is something. I'm not saying it isn't. You can roll in there. You don't have to be max CP to do a lot of content. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, if you're just a fresh vet and you're trying to, you know, rush in, get through all this content, you're causing more of a burden for your team, man. You're causing more burdens than what you are contributing. And if you want to be a contributing player, at least know where at. And that's why I say that ZOS should implement a recommended CP for some of the content, not required. So if somebody's low level and they low CP, they want to do the content, they're a skilled player, and other players know, hey, I can get through with this player. We got like 3 other people that can go ahead, make up that small difference. We can get that window of opportunity in there. It's no problem. Hey, by all means, yeah, let them go in. Fine, no problem. But when you go in a pug and you have everybody under, like barely between 50 vet and 160 vet, you kind of know where you're standing on it. You've seen 2 people bow out. And of course, I'm going to bow out too by that time, because now my vets are lower. So, I mean, would you take a fresh 20 and throw them in there? Just saying, guys. It's different from normal and vet. I always suggest people, if you're looking for gear, just do normals. It's an easier way to get through the content. Pick up the gear. If you're looking for specific monster sets, decide if you can get, a pre-made going on that can help you out. And there are a lot of players out there that will do that. All right, guys, that's not a problem. So I'm kind of sad that I didn't actually get to do this, but I definitely want to talk about, the point where people are not aware what's going on with the NDA. The NDA is still in effect. So please, 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 if you are a YouTuber or a Twitch player, and you guys were wanting to cover the Warden, excuse me, and you were unaware, it's still in effect. ZOS just is allowing certain content creators permission to cover the Warden and certain things. Please do not risk your accounts, okay? Don't risk your ESO account and potentially your channel, all right? So I just wanted to put that out there. And once again, guys, people hate me. They get a I can't make everybody happy, and I can't. The only reason, like I said, I'm only here to provide my viewers and the people who are interested in alternative play styles and functionality in Elder Scrolls. I'm also trying to cover different dimensions of options for each build. Once again, I'm never going to say I'm the best at anything. I'm never going to, go out there and say specifically, oh, this is garbage, or this is this, or this, that. The one thing I will call out, though, on players is negativity, false information, especially when it comes to, like, ignoring certain mechanics or functionality. And people want to do that to me. Hey, it's fair game, man. You want to throw your shots at me, you want to poke at me, that's cool, that's fine. I don't really care. It doesn't really bother me. Believe you in me, I still sleep well at night. Because at the end of the day, this is not, my everything. Okay? So, but I enjoy helping other players. I enjoy when one person will say, you helped me out so much with this build. You gave me another way to play the game, and I thank you for it. Even if it's only one person, I enjoy that. That's why I do this. And somebody's like, hey, you helped me, with my DPS a little bit better because of the diminishing effects and reallocating a couple points here, taking a look at this. Not that I gave them specifics, like saying it has to be this way, but they went ahead, they formulated, they took kind of what I was telling them, and then all of a sudden they started, playing around with their DPS meters a little bit better. And I like that too, because now they're exploring their options, and that's what I try to promote in this channel. So I do want to thank everybody for watching. Once again, I'm sorry, guys, but I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll be back on tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, please post below. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.